Days away from the end of summer break and the start of a new school year. And while parents are preparing to buy new clothes and pack school lunches, it's important to remember how important sleep is for your kids. Joining us live over Zoom is Dr. Tedra Smith, a pediatric nurse practitioner and a professor at UAB. Dr. Smith, I think so many of our children have their days and nights confused right now. How do we get them back on schedule?
You are absolutely correct. It's been a busy summer, yet exciting summer, and definitely sleep routines are all over the place. Sleep is very important, not only for our physical well-being, but also for our overall mood and well-being and mental health. Our brain needs to rest, and it's very important to have a routine so that your brain can rest. And this is a good time. I'm glad you all invited me today, because now is a good time to start that routine back before school starts.
So should we ease into it, or should we start now and say, okay, we're going back to our sleep schedule that we will have during the school year?
So you want to slowly transition back to your normal routine, because it's going to be hard just to immediately go back, especially if you're way off your routine, if you're several minutes or hours off your regular routine. So recommendation is about 30 minutes. So adjust the time to about 30 minutes. For example, if your child is going to bed around 9 o'clock right now, push it back to 8:30. If they're waking up around, let's say 6:30, 7 o'clock, you want to push it back 30 minutes to where they wake up between 6 and 6:30 instead of that 6:30 to 7, to get them adjusted slowly. So you want to do that for a couple of days, over, three or 5 days, and then you want to adjust it 30 more minutes until you get back to that usual sleep routine where they're going to bed at the time they would be going to bed for school and waking up at the time they would be waking up to go to school.
How much sleep do children need every night, and how does that differ for different age groups?
So it varies a little bit based on the age. So your school age child, which is your child that's between the ages of 6 and 12. So think about elementary school, middle school. Those kids are going to need anywhere from 6 to 12, 9 to 12 hours of sleep. Typically about 10 hours is going to be good, even up to 12. This is going to include naps. They need that in time for their brain to rest and for them to adjust. Your teenagers, thinking of your 13 to 18-year-old, they're going to need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep to get a good night's rest and be prepared so they can concentrate the next day. And that also includes naps for that age group.
Some of our older children have those iPads and phones. How do those impact a sleep schedule?
Screen time is recommended. Screen time, electronic devices, that includes televisions, iPads, iPhones, Androids, any type of electronic device. You typically want to shut that down about 60 minutes before bedtime routine starts, just to give your brain time to start relaxing, getting in that rest mode, your body physically getting in that rest mode, and you're not looking at anything that's going to kind of energize your body is what you want to do. So about 60 minutes before you start your bedtime routine.
I know there are all sorts of supplements and devices that say, hey, we can help get your kid to sleep faster and sleep better. Do you recommend any of those?
We don't recommend using those unless you've gone to see your healthcare provider and know there's a sleep issue, a sleep condition. We strongly recommend you getting on a sleep routine. Now, an effective sleep routine may take 1 to 2 months for you to truly adjust. If there's still sleep concerns, sleep issues, then I would recommend making an appointment with your primary care provider so they can further evaluate it to determine if medication is needed.
Yeah, routines take time to develop, and you have to stick with it. It is hard.
You have to
sometimes.
stick with it. You have to role model as well, because sleep is important for adults as well. So it's good to role model as to what the child see you do so they know what to expect. So sleep is important for everyone at every age.
Dr. Smith, this has been some great advice. Thank you so much for joining us here on Alabama Live.